Hello, my friend. Hello, everybody. I have decided to start some of the training record for people who interested in meditation from now on, and probably I would continue to give you more training to self-practice about meditation if you are looking for. Of course, when you're watching this video, that you are looking for it. It's all about karma, destiny, about merit, about your own desire, your need, and your determination to find yourself. A lot of people were frightened to see some kind of strange strange people, other people to do something strange, and they would think, oh, meditation is something like, God come to them or things like that. Well, seeing those people just witness by their eyes and very quickly just, that's a lot. If you just, it's a lot for you. So don't do that. Before you judge something, you better know yourself. When you know yourself, you can do whatever you want. That time you will choose. And meditation is something very simple. I would tell you, the most simple thing in the world is meditating. It's very easy, but it's also the most difficult thing in the world. It's much more difficult than you go to school when you achieve the highest degree in the society. For instance, the PhD. Meditation is more difficult. Those people, they learn, they achieve something else. Knowledge. But meditation is not about knowledge. It's about experience. You won't have it. Nobody can give it. I can't give it to you. Jesus cannot give it to you. Buddha cannot give it to you. Bodhisattva cannot give it to you. Nobody else except you. Us. And it's come 2 times. It's a long life practices. I heard some of my friends told me, oh, their friends have been practicing for many years and didn't find any results. So they give up. That's some kind of experience too, even though they have given up. So it depends on what's the purpose you want to practice. Meditation has been practiced for thousands of years. Especially, I think, it comes from Hinduism, and later like Buddhism. And now it's better everybody can practice it. Unnecessary is involving religion because you are practicing the basic. When we go to advanced meditation, probably you need to gain more wisdom before you go there. I wouldn't discourage or encourage you to go to from beginning to beginner or to advanced meditation. It's all about destiny, merit, karma. So today I would like to introduce you a little bit some simple technique about meditation and why you need to meditate. It's very funny things. Our brain, our human brain, is one of the most intelligent species on earth. And it built for very active. So that's why we have the society right there. Brainstorming, thinking, singing, driving, walking, do whatever you can every day. For quarreling, for killing another. That's the mind, right? It's very strange to do those things. To do those active things is much, much, much easier than sitting there quiet, doing nothing. A lot of people can't do it. So don't talk about doing longer terms. So constantly, meditation is helping us to pull back our mind, the active mind. The active mind that I would say not easy to imagine. Our mind just like a monkey. You know a monkey? It jump up and down, back and forth, side to side. It never wants to stay one place. That's our mind. And when we sit quiet, think nothing, we don't want to think, and suddenly the mind thinks itself. A lot of things come to us, come to our mind. A lot of things that we don't even think about it. A lot of things that come from somewhere. A little action is always it's interrupted. It won't let us quiet. So that's why we have to sit there to train our mind. Because it's actually really bring a lot of health benefit. A lot of people also told me that they start to meditate after a stroke, and it helped them a lot, improve a lot of mind. Because actually when they got a stroke and they sit down and they concentrate, and now they start to keep their mind less active, calm. Probably they got stroke because a lot of work. Because you understand that, we understand that nowadays. You don't work, we don't work. We're not going to live. It's hard. Our society is everything measured in terms of material, money. So working is the very normal thing that we have to do. Self-sufficient is something not easily to do, especially in the big city. So we work very hard to make money, to make our life. And during our lifetime working, a lot of stress come. Not mention about love, relationship between two person, a family, workplace, everywhere, dealing with customer, thinking about how to make profit, new strategy, everything can be very stressful. And why not? We just sit down there to take 10, 15, 30, an hour. Just sit there quiet, in peace. Say that easy, right? But not easy. Sit down there and you will see. You might won't let you trust me. Do it. You don't trust me? Do it. Meditation, as I said, is experience. Okay, now come back to the techniques. There are many techniques, depend on who you meet, which purpose you're looking for. Quiet meditation, moving meditation, walking meditation, okay, meditation. But here I am telling you about quiet meditation. Quiet meditation is mean that you got to sit there quiet. And before sitting quiet there, for the beginner, look for some quietness, probably in your room would be good. Everywhere that you think that can leave you quiet space for some time. Turn off your phone, your TV, no noise, no friend, nothing. Find a chair, sit on a chair. Find somewhere, anywhere that you can sit comfortably. You can sit many postures as you like. It's not necessarily have to sit in the lotus position or whatever, like you see the Buddha did. No, unnecessary. Especially when you are older. It's more comfortable for you to find some chair and sit on chair. Just sit like normal, lift your legs and fall like that. But if you can, especially when you are younger, it's easier to meditate than you're older. So, as I said, whatever you like, comfortably, sit there, close your eyes, and follow your breath. Follow your breath by counting. Because from counting, it will help you to concentrate from the interference of your automatic mind, the monkey mind. It will come, let it come. Because you are a beginner, you need to concentrate on the breath. Because the breath, this is continuously. We breathe every second, every minute. But it's very funny thing that when we live whole life, we live 60 years, 70 years, 100 years. Then we breathe all the time, but we don't really aware about our breath. That's a funny thing. We die for the few stopping breath, few minutes of stopping breath, breathing, but we're not aware of that. The very basic of our life, that is the breathing. So now we will get back to our breath. There are a lot of people technique to teach us about counting, but I think it's not worth unnecessary. We are not learning counting. Everybody know how to count. So I will teach you a very simple counting. A baby can do it. Just 1 and 2. Just do it. 1 and 2. So we're sitting very comfortable, but just keep your back straight. The straight of your back you can keep, the longer you can sit. The back pain there will be. And we close our eyes. And then follow our breath. When we breathe in, we count 1. When we breathe out, we count 2. We inhale, 1. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 1. Exhale, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Just do that. Just counting and speak it loud until you practice this better, until you gain more experience in the practices. When you can keep quiet, you can count from your mind. 2, just count like that, and you just keep quiet. But for the beginner, I encourage you just speak out. No need to speak too loud. Quiet. 1, 2. 1, 2. So everything come to your mind, just disregard it. Concentrate on the breath. 1, 2. Just do that. Even if you fall asleep, that's fine. That is very normal for the beginning, even for advanced meditator. Before we could get into very deep meditation, we will fall asleep first. And after the sleep, we will awake and get into that. So just start practicing every day. I would recommend you practice in the morning. After get up, just freshen your mind a little bit. Wash your face, drink a little bit, and sitting there, do it 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, even 2 hours if you can. Because the basic meditation is very easy and it doesn't have any side effect actually. So you can do anytime you want. You can do 5 hours, 10 hours a day if you can. The longer, the more practices, the more peaceful you will experience. And a peaceful mind will yield happiness. You will experience the unconditional happiness after times in meditation. So let's practice it. Just do it like that every day, okay? And even some of you have some posture like lotus, thing like that. It will be painful. The more practice it will be better. The longer you practice, the longer you can sit. So you decide your duration, your ability, and your experience. So as I say, the longer, the better. You will build a habit, a good habit. You will like it. You will like the habit of quiet. After time and time of practices, you will find that everything more beautiful. You will start to experience some happiness that you never and it also reduce stress. It's a healthy mind like this. So today I hope you get something, and I will find some topic and teach you later. Good luck.